Was Christmas there?
No, but we did 5-on-5 scrimmage.
And he was able to do that.
Yeah,
And now he doesn't that.
the great.
His availability tomorrow, is there any chance of that?
I doubt it. Yeah,
I mean, I guess
that's the point I was meaning by 5-on-5. So does that help you? Did that help you at all?
yeah. Another 5
Yeah, and well, I mean, I know you have said scheduling doesn't matter. However, it is a road home back to back.
Literally doesn't matter. So if he was ready to play tomorrow, he'd play tomorrow. Yeah, it has no bearing on when he plays.
And so he could technically still play a lot.
Yeah,
Did the math.
that was good.
Speaking of the back to back, JB the other day had said, particularly with the cup games, like he's like the back to back, it adds a level of unfairness because you're asking the teams and the coaches to really dive into these cup games, and then you're scheduling another game sort of right after.
Yeah. Well,
I guess your thoughts on
I guess if I was a lay person, I would say, well, you're playing hard every night, but obviously the cup games matter. They're a big deal. Tomorrow in Detroit, my guess is it's going to be an incredible atmosphere. I don't think if I could plan something better for us, I don't think I can plan that better than tomorrow. Like it's early in the season and you have a game that has some meaning behind it. The team that you're playing, it's a must win for them. It's a must win for both teams in some ways. You don't get this early. And so I think it's good for everybody.
This is your first experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have like a coach on the bench ready for tiebreakers? Like you're in. I understand.
No, I've never done that. We just win. That's the only thought. Just win the game. I mean, it's not like you're going to try not to win. You know what I mean? So I think most of the teams are playing about it at the same time. So just focus on winning.
I kind of going back to that. You do then come home and play Atlanta. So is that a tough part of that though?
Yeah, it is a tough one. I think Atlanta's already clinched. I don't even know if they play tomorrow. I think one thing that the league has to do on those, like on the last cup games, there should be no back-to-backs, especially because we have all this cushion. I think it's just a bad job by the league in scheduling. But it is what it is. They're going to be ready. And so we're going to have to be ready. But my focus, obviously, is on Detroit.
Obviously, you've been on fishing things and something like that.
Yeah.
You guys have played 2 5-7s to start the season.
Yeah.
Because the cup games seem to be on a Tuesday. Do you feel like that's something that potentially?
I don't know, because I will say this. I don't like 5-7s, but I do like we've had extra practice times. So there's a little, one thing I learned with the competition committee, every rule you make, there's an unintended consequence to the rule. Let's go every other spread the games out. Well, that killed practice for the year. A year ago, 2 years ago, we went every other day. Sounded great, but it was awful because no one could practice. So add a couple more back-to-backs. Well, that's tough, but you get more practice. So there's always a consequence that you don't see most of the time.
Outside of Chris, was everyone?
Everybody was good. Giannis has stomach ailment, so he wasn't here. Yeah, stomach.
But you're leaving it a little bit, so the thought is he'll travel with
you. Yeah, and if not, maybe tomorrow. So,
for you, Delon has been, in the rotation since that DNP stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Just what have you seen from him?
Just more. He's played better defensively. He's starting to impact the game, which is what we needed him. He's getting downhill more offensively, so there's a definite improvement for sure.
I think he shoots like 20% from 3.
Yeah.
For a guy like him, does that matter?
Yeah, it does matter. We need him to make shots, but he can. I don't worry about it. It's just like Gary Trent, we didn't worry about. Delon is not the shooter that Gary is, but Delon can make shots.
So for him and even Andre to a degree, they have to take those shots though. If it's in the flow of the offense, said that he's like, if we don't take some of those, then it breaks what we're
yeah, you got to take shots in the flow. Otherwise, then it kills your flow.